Hi guys! So, for today, discuss naman natin itong two-peg test. Okay, so itong two-peg test class is kinoconduct ito to make sure that our line of sight provides an accurate measurement or accurate reading. Okay, so let's say for example class, itong nasa figure, ito yung instrument natin, yung telescope natin, which is inorient natin siya in such a way, no, na yung line of sight niya must be perfectly horizontal. So, ibig sabihin class, gagawin natin lahat no ng pagsiset-up sa instrument para yung line of sight niya maging horizontal. Maybe gagamitin natin ito no for measurement of elevation doon sa mga na-discuss natin previously na method of measurement of vertical distances. So, 'di ba ginagamit natin doon class is horizontal line of sight. So, ito with the consideration na rin ng bubble tube. So, 'di ba para masabi natin class na horizontal no, yung ating telescope, so dapat yung bubble must be centrally aligned dun sa ating tube. Okay? So, ibig sabihin ginawa na natin lahat. So, what I'm trying to say class is that ang inaasahan natin no, once na mag-measure tayo no ng vertical reading dito sa ating rod, okay, is that ito yung susundin niyang line of sight, yung broken line. Okay? Kasi nga, sinet up natin yung instrument perfectly na magiging horizontal yung line of sight. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung correct line of sight. So, therefore, dapat ito yung correct reading. Okay? So, correct reading. Okay? Yun nga lang class, no? Dahil dun sa imperfection ng instrument or dahil halimbawa, pwedeng luma na siya, okay? Hindi siya nakakalibrate periodically. So, may tendency class na yung line of sight niya is deflected na no or hindi na siya tumutugma dun sa correct line of sight. So, let's say for example, ito no. So, yun nga, no, tinanggal na natin lahat ng personal error na pwede nating makommit. Yun nga, yung properly executed naman na natin yung, no, yung pagsiset-up ng telescope natin. Pero dahil sa error due to the instrument itself, so yung line of sight pala niya class is eto, yung blue line. So therefore, inclined siya at certain degree from the horizontal. So ang akala natin, no, na horizontal siya, yung pala, hindi pala talaga siya horizontal. Kasi hindi man natin makikita na yung class eh. 'Di ba? Hindi na natin makikita na may error pala. So, ito yung na-read natin class. Okay? Ito yung actual and actual reading, which is an incorrect reading, di ba? So, ibig sabihin class, kung ito yung mariread natin, so therefore, yung makukuha nating elevation or yung masosolve nating elevation class is erroneous na rin, di ba? Erroneous na rin siya. So, ngayon, paano natin class malalaman in the first place na hindi na pala correct yung line of sight natin, and at the same time, paano natin malalaman yung correction to be applied dun sa ating measurement? So, yun yung binibigay sa ating class na itong two-peg test. Okay? So, paano siya i-conduct class? So, proceed na tayo class sa discussion yun. So, mayroon dalawang ways no, para magawa itong two-peg test. So, let's say we have 2 points A and B. Okay? So, ito yung first setup natin. Okay, so first setup. Okay, so sa first setup class, yung instrument no is ipo-position natin siya at two different locations. So one is at distance near at A and the other one is at a point near at B. So let's say for example, ito yung instrument natin no. So lagay natin siya. So ito class, taasan ko lang konti. Okay, so ayan. Ilagay natin yung instrument no, near at A. So, let's say for example, ito yun. Ayan. Tapos, di ba sabi natin, ginawa natin lahat no, para ma-make sure natin na yung line of sight ng instrument is perfectly horizontal. So, ayan. So, ito yung inaasahan natin class na dapat no, mariread dun sa ating rad at A and then yung rad at B. Okay, so ito yung inaasahan nating reading, ito yung inaasahan nating reading. Yun nga lang class, no, dahil sa imperfection ng instrument, okay, so yung line of sight niya is inclined by a certain angle theta. So, sa case na to class, ito yung theta. So, very small lang naman yan class. So, yung mga ma-encounter nating error dito class is very small lang din. Okay, so, class pwede naman class na inclined downward siya or inclined upward. So, let's assume na lang class, no, that yung actual line of sight is inclined downwards by an angle theta. So, kung sisilip tayo class, no, dun sa rad at A, so ito yung may measure natin, no. So, from the horizontal, inclined siya by theta. Ngayon class, since yung instrument, no, is set up near at A, so class, kung mapapansin mo, yung magiging reading dito sa A is almost equal dun sa correct reading. Okay? So gets ba? Yung actual reading na nasa blue is almost equal dun sa correct reading using yung broken line. So we can say that yung error na makocommit niya, no, sa reading niya at A is approximately equal sa 0 when the instrument is set up near at A. So how about kung sisilipin niya yung rad at B? So ang gagawin niya class, iikot niya ang telescope. So therefore, hindi magbabago ang angle of inclination theta. So therefore, theta pa rin to class. So let's say, ayan, no? So therefore, ito is still theta. So dito class, kapansin-pansin na, no? From the correct reading, ito yung actual reading niya. So therefore, makakapag-commit siya ng certain error. Tawagin nating error niya sa B. Okay? So, with that, mabibigyan na natin ng relationship, no, yung angle theta at saka yung error using yung horizontal distance between A and B. So, let's say class, ito is distance L. So, approximately class, from the instrument, papunta dun sa B. So, L na rin ito class. Okay, so we can say that tangent of theta is equal sa error sa B over the length L. Okay? So that is when we set up yung instrument near at A. So how about sinet up natin yung instrument near sa B? So wait lang. Okay, so ayan no. So nilipat natin yung same instrument, yun nga lang dun sa mas malapit sa B. Tapos sinet natin na maging horizontal yung line of sight. So therefore, ito dapat yung aasahan nating correct reading. So horizontal line of sight. So dapat ito yung mariread niya sa A and then sa B, ito. Pero yun nga class, since yung same instrument nilipat lang natin is inclined by a certain angle theta with respect sa horizontal. So kung magre-read siya sa B, so ito yung reading niya, no? So theta pa rin to class. So kung iso-zoom in natin, so yung measurement niya, no, yung actual reading niya sa B is the same, no, or almost the same do sa correct reading dapat sa B. So therefore, for the case na mas malapit siya sa B, yung error na makocommit niya sa B is 0, approximately equal sa 0. While on the other hand, so wait lang. Ayan, while on the other hand, so sisilipin niya yung point A or yung rad at A. So dahil inclined by an angle theta, so ito yung mariread niya. Ayan, no? So ito yung na-read niya class. So therefore, ito is theta pa rin naman yan class. Okay, so from the assumed, no, correct reading at A, so ito yung actual reading at A. So magko-commit siya ng error na EA. So, tawagin ko tong EA sub 1, EB sub 1, ito, EB sub 2, EA sub 2. Okay? So, let's say ito yung first setup, ito yung second setup. So, for the second setup, we can say that yung relationship, no? So, still, ano pa rin naman to? L pa rin naman yan. So, relationship neto, saka neto is that still tangent of theta is equal sa saan? Sa EA2 over the length L. So, tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. So, ayan. So, ito pangalanan ko lang class na EB1. So, since same lang naman tong theta na to, so we can say that EB1 over L is equal sa EB2 or EA2 rather. EA2 divided by L. So, cancel. So, pwede nating sabihin class na yung error sa B, no, at the first setup of instrument ay equal sa error sa A at the second setup of instrument. Okay, so yun yung mabubuo nating relationship which will later on gagamitin natin sa ating mga problem solving. Okay, so nakasunod ba class? Okay, so that is the first setup, no? How about yung second setup? So, pwede rin class na ganito. So, move ko lang to dito. So, ito yung second setup. Okay? So, sa second setup, merong ulit na dalawang instrument setup na mangyayari. So, yung first instrument setup is, so wait lang, lakihan ko ulit dito. Okay. So, let's say for example, distance between A and B is L. So, dito class, hindi mo kailangan mag-memorize ng formula kasi purely analytical naman yung ano dito. Yung discussion, no? So, kung nagets mo class kung paano nag-work yung 2-peg test, so hindi mo siya kailangan tandaan yung mga formula. Okay, so let's say ito class is distance L. So, yung first instrument setup is ilalagay mo siya exactly midway between A and B. So, lalagay natin siya dito. Okay, so ayan. And then, again, ito yung correct horizontal line of sight. So, dapat ito yung reading. So, next. So, dapat ito yung reading. So, since the actual line of sight is inclined by an angle theta with respect sa horizontal, so, kung mag-read siya, no, sa A, so, ito yung mariread niya. So, ayusin ko lang. So, ito, no? So, ito yung theta. So, ito yung mariread. So, therefore, ito yung error sa A sub 1, no? For the first instrument setup. While for the B, so using yung same instrument, so ikot niya lang yan. So, inclined pa rin yan by theta with respect sa horizontal. So, ito yung mariread niya sa B. So, therefore, okay, so ito yung error niya sa B for the setup or first instrument setup. Okay? So, theta. Ngayon, since nilagay natin siya exactly midway, so this one will become L over 2. Ito, L over 2. So, by tangent of theta, okay, so that dito sa kabilang side, for the left side, that tangent of theta is equal sa EA1 over L over 2. Dito sa kabila, tangent of theta is equal sa EB1 over L over 2. So, using yung relationship ng tangent of theta, since same theta lang yan, so we can say that EA1 over L over 2 is equal sa EB1 over L over 2. Okay, so magka-cancel. So, magiging EA1 is equal sa EB1. Okay? So, yun yung first relationship natin. So, ayan. So, next. After ma-set up yung instrument midway between A and B, so i-set up natin siya either dito sa likod ng A or sa likod ng B. So, let's say, dito siya ilalagay, no, sa continuation ng point A. Okay. So, let's say, class, sinet up yung instrument, no, behind point A. So, bibigay syempre yung distance na to, class. So, yung bibigay yung distance niya with respect sa A. Or kung hindi man yan, class, basta magbibigay siya ng distance in order for us to locate, no, yung position ng instrument. So, let's say, class, ito is L1. Tawagin natin L1. Okay, so inaasahan natin, no, yung line of sight is horizontal. Ayan. Yun nga lang, class, no, dahil sa imperfection ulit ng instrument, so yung ano niya, line of sight niya is inclined by an angle theta. So ito siya. So for A, no, ito yung correct reading. Okay, so ito yung correct reading, pero ito yung actual reading niya. So ito, yung distance na yan is tatawagin nating error sa A for setup number 2. So setup 2 yan. So while on the other hand, sa B, so ito yung correct reading, pero ito yung ang na-read niya, yung actual reading niya. So this one will become error sa B for setup number 2. So ngayon, class, anong relationship between EA2 and EB2? Given that ito is angle theta. Okay, so by similar triangles, so triangle na to, and then yung malaking triangle, so yung hanggang etong from the instrument papunta sa EB2. Okay, so by ratio and proportion na lang tayo, class, ano magiging relationship? So for the small triangle, EA2, di ba ito, class, is L1. So that EA2 over L1 is equal sa, so ito yung malaking triangle. Ayan, so hanggang dito. And then from the center ng instrument, ito. Okay, so magiging EB2 over yung length na considered, no, is what? Itong L1 plus L. So L1 plus L. So ayan, with that, class, yun na yung mga relationship ng errors na may encounter natin dito sa method na ito, class, no, sa two-peg test. Okay, so ayan, so sana, class, na-gets nyo. So ulitin ko, class, no, hindi kailangan i-memorize, no, itong mga formula na nakikita mo. Kasi pag minemorize mo yan, class, no, ang tendency niyan, pag nakalimutan mo yung formula, wala ka ng way, no, para maibalik, no, yung or ma-solve, no, yung problem without knowing or recalling yung formula. So kaya mas maganda, class, kung na-gets mo itong ginawa natin. So ito yung first possible setup. Yung rad is set near sa point A or yung point B. So instrument setup 1, instrument setup 2, and then ito. So midway between setup 1 then setup 2. So somewhere along the extension ng point AB. So pwedeng behind A or behind B. So pwedeng ganun. Basta ito yung relationship. So para mas magets natin siya, class, so apply na natin siya sa ating sample problem. Okay? So wait lang. Okay, so ayan, class. So situation 11 tayo, class. So sabi dito, in the tupig test of a dumpy level, the following observations were taken. So, sabi, we have stations A and B. So, merong two instrument setups. So, that is near at A, saka near at B. So, yung gagamitin natin, class, diniscuss natin kanina is yung first setup. Okay, so merong binigay na rod reading. So, nung malapit siya sa A, so 1.5 and then 2.022. So, near at B, 0.903 and then 1.452. So, tinatanong class, determine the or compute the true difference in elevation between A and B. The next, compute the error. And then lastly, compute the correct reading at point B when the instrument is near at point A. So, nung malapit daw siya sa point A, ano tong correct reading at B. Okay, so solve natin yan, class. So, bago natin siya ma-solve, imagine muna natin, class, no, kung sino sa dalawang points yung mas mataas. Is it point A or point B? So, i-imaginein ko, class, nung malapit siya sa A, mababa yung reading niya sa A, pero malaki yung reading niya sa B. So, ganito yung nai-imagine ko dyan, class. So, eto. That A is higher than point B. Okay, so analyze natin one by one. So, pwede naman natin, class, no, gamitin na lang yung formula na na-derive natin kanina. Pero, mas gusto ko, analyze na lang natin siya ulit. So, let's say, class, clueless ka talaga sa formula. So, paano aatakahin yung ganitong type ng problem? So, lagay tayo ng rod at A. So, lagay rin tayo sa B. Okay, so for the first instrument setup, ito siya, ano? So, ito yung correct line of sight, horizontal. So, dapat ito yung mariread natin, no? Pero dahil nga inclined at certain angle yung line of sight natin, so ngayon, ang question mo naman, ano ba yung inclination ng line of sight? Is it inclined downward or upward? So, class, pwede ka naman mag-assume ng kahit ano doon, class. Kapag naging negative ang sagot mo, ibig sabihin lang ng class, baliktad yung assumption mo. So, pwede tayong magbigay ng default assumption. So, let's assume na inclined downward. So, inclined downward and then downward. Okay, so ayan. So, ito, angle theta. Ito, angle theta rin. So, we can say that, now, for rod reading at A, so anong na-read niya dito, class? 1.501 yan, di ba? So, this one is 1.501, which is, we can say that yung error sa A for the first instrument setup is approximately equal sa 0. Tama? While, doon sa error niya sa B, so ito yung na-read niya, di ba? Ilan to, class? 2.022. So, ito yung error niya sa B. EB1. So, wala pa tayong sagot dyan, class. Okay? And then, given that yung distance between A and B, horizontal distance between A and B is L. Okay, so L na rin ito. Approximately equal sa L. So, that ano nga ulit yan, class? Using L, yung theta, saka yung EB1, we can say that tangent of theta equals EB1 over yung L. No? So, dalawa yung unknown dyan, class. Okay, so punta naman tayo sa next instrument setup. So, copy ko lang ito, class. Okay, so ayan. So, 'di ba ito yung ano natin ulit? Correct line of sight. Ayan. So, anong sinabi, class? Nung nasa setup number 2 na siya, so which is ito yun, setup 2, which is instrument near B. So, yung na-read niya is 0.903 saka 1.452. So, nasan yun? So, let's say, ito yun. So, inclination. And then, ito rin dito. Oh, ayan. Pwede na siguro yan, class. So, ito theta. Again, theta. So, dito yung reading, no? Walang correction dito. Ilan ito? Reading at B, no? Reading at station B is 1.452. So, ito is 1.452. Dito, yung na-read niya is 0.903. 0.903 with an error na this much. Error A sub 2, which is unknown. Okay? So, by trigo function tayo, class, approximately equal to sa L. So, ito, saka ito. So, that tangent of theta equals EA2 over L. Okay? So, yun nga. Babalik lang ulit tayo, class, sa relationship na EB1 over L equals EA2 over L. So, we can say that yung error is the same, no? Pwede na natin siyang class tawagin as simply error E. Okay? So, ngayon, paano, class, masosolve yung mga hinahanap? No, wala pa naman tayo nasusolve. Yung E pa lang to. So, lalo na to, class, no? True difference in elevation. So, paano makukuha yan, class? So, ganito gagawin natin, class. I-analyze natin, no, yung dalawang instrument setup. So, let's say dito muna tayo sa umpisa. So, paano ba kunin yung difference in elevation? Di ba ito yung, class? So, yung from A, ito yung horizontal line at B. So, ito yung difference in elevation na H. Tama? So, zoom in ko lang, class, ha. Tapos, di ba ang gagawin natin dito, class? Maghahanap lang tayo ng parallel sa horizontal lines na yan, class. Which is, ito yung horizontal line of sight. Ito yung, class. Okay? Ito yung parallel diyan sa horizontal lines na yan. So, ang gagawin natin, class, kunin natin tong height na to. Ilan ito, class? Diba, yan yung 1.501. No, kasi nga walang error, class. Oh. So, 1.501. Okay, how about dun sa right side? So, paano kunin yung height na ito, class? Ayan. Okay, paano kunin yung height na yan? So, diba, etong mula sa reading papunta sa base, ito yung 2.022. How about ito? Ito yung error B1, no? So, error B sub 1. So, therefore, yung total height dyan sa right side is 2.022 and then plus yung EB1. Dito sa left side, yung total height na ito, class, is H plus 1.501. So, equate lang natin yan, class, no? Since same yung length niyan. So, we can say that H plus 1.501 equals 2.022 and then plus EB1. Wherein etong EB1, di ba sabi natin, pwede na siyang i-consider as error E na lang. Kasi nga, same lang siya ng error sa second instrument setup. Okay? So, nakagawa tayo, class, ng equation. Okay? So, tawagin natin ito, class, as equation 1. So, next, yung second equation, class, kukunin natin dito sa relationship ng height H sa anong error using yung setup number 2. Okay, so paano yan, class? So, zoom in lang natin. So, again, ito pa rin yun, class, no? Ito, from A, papunta sa B. So, this one is the difference in elevation na H. Okay? So, zoom in pa natin further. So, mula dun sa actual reading, tama, then papunta dun sa base. So, this one is, ito nga yung 0.903. Yun yung reading niya. And then, di ba ang gagawin natin, class, i-consider natin tong horizontal line of sight na to. So, hindi ko pa pala napakita. So, consider natin tong horizontal line of sight na yan para maka-generate tayo ng parallel lines. Okay? So, again, balik tayo dito. So, 0.903 ito, mula dun sa reading, papunta sa base. Next, from dun sa correct line of sight, papunta dun sa reading. Di ba ito yun, class? Ayan, ilan yan? Di ba yan yung error? Etong error sa A2. Which is, pwede nga nating tawagin as error E na lang. So, ibig sabihin, class, we can say that yung total height mula dun sa horizontal line of sight papunta dun sa horizontal line of B is what? Yung error E plus 0.903 and then plus H. Okay? So, sana na-gets, class. Punta tayo dun sa right side. So, using yung mga dimension dito sa right side. So, di ba ito yung reading, which is almost the same na dun sa horizontal line of sight. So, ibig sabihin, reading, papunta sa base. So, ibig sabihin, ito, simply 1.452. So, gets ba yun, class? No? Lagay ko nga, hindi ko pala nalagay dito kanina, no? Na yung error dito sa B for setup of instrument number 2 is approximately 0. Diba? So, anyways, may ma-generate ulit tayong equation relating yung H saka yung error E. So, yung left side, which is ito, equal sa right side. So, magiging E plus 0.903 and then plus H equals 1.452. So, equation 2. So, two equations to unknowns, class. Masosolve na natin yung H and then yung error E. So, sige, class, kaya nyo na yan. Ilan ang H and then ilan ang E. Kapag ang E nag-negative, ibig sabihin, mali lang yung assumption natin, no, na inclined downward. So, therefore, inclined upward pala siya. So, sige, class, anong sagot? Okay, so, sumabas sa aking class that H equals 0.535 meters and then yung error is, ayan, positive, no? So, therefore, tama yung assumption. Positive, 0.014 meters. Okay, so, nasa choices ba yan, class? Okay, so, that is A, correct? And A again, correct. So, ayun siya, no? So, finally, class, masasolve na rin natin to, class. Compute the correct reading at point B when the instrument is near at A. So, ang sinasabi niya, yung setup number 1. Okay? So, for that case, asan ba yun? Diba ito yung setup 1 natin, class? Setup 1. So, that, diba ito yung tinatanong, no? Correct reading. Ito yung correct reading at point B. So, paano natin makukuha yung correct reading, class? E di equal yun sa 2.022 plus itong error, which is nakuha natin yan as 0.014. So, ayan. So, that correct reading, no, at B ay equal sa yung previous reading na 2.022 and then plus yung error, wherein itong error is 0.014. So, ilan yan, class? That is 2.036. And then, meters, so that is letter D. Okay, so, ayun, class, no? So, sana na-gets nyo yung proseso. So, madali lang siya, class, so long as na-imagine mo, no, yung mga relationship ng mga errors. Okay, so, next tayo, class. So, next problem. So, wait lang. Okay, so ayan, class. Situation 12. So sabi, in the two-peg test, the following notes were taken. So level at point 1, so level at point 2. So saan kaya nakalocate itong point 1 saka point 2, class? So meron tayong stations P and Q. Okay. So sabi dito, class, yung point 1 is on the line PQ and midway between P and Q. So, ibig sabihin, class, nagkakaroon na tayo ng idea na ito yung example ng setup number 2. So, yung point 1, midway between, and then, point 2 is 25 meters from P along the extension of line PQ and 230 meters from Q. So, that is behind point P. So, ibig sabihin, setup number 2 tayo, class. So, ang tinatanong lang dito is true difference in elevation saka yung correct reading at Q when the instrument is at point 2. Okay, so analyze muna natin, class, no? So, when the instrument is between P and Q, which is ito yun, so makikita natin na yung reading niya sa P is mas maliit compared sa Q. So, again, ang may imagine ko, mas mataas si P kaysa sa Q. So, let's say, ito siya. Okay, so ito yung P. And then, ito yung Q. Okay, so lagay tayo ng rad at P. And then, rad at Q. Okay, and then ito yung instrument, no? So, let's say, yung distance between P and Q, horizontal distance is L. So, again, no, wag tayo mag-base no, sa formula kasi nga, pag nakalimutan mo yung class, no, so, mahirap na. So, eto, class, at least napapractice mo paano i-analyze yung problem. So, setup tayo in between ng instrument. So, ayan. So, ito yung correct line of sight. Correct line of sight na which is horizontal line of sight. So, dapat ito yung tamang reading. So, ito yung tamang reading. Pero dahil ito is inclined again, no, yung line of sight niya. So, basic assumption again. So, let's assume downward na lang. So, ayan, downward. So, inclined siya by angle theta. So, theta. So, ito instrument setup 1. So, with that, ano daw yung na-read niya dito, class? Sa P, ang na-read niya is itong 0.650. So, 0.650. So, sa Q, which na-solve niya is, or na-measure niya is 2.856. So, therefore, distance na to, okay, ito yung error niya sa A for instrument setup 1, which is unknown. And then, ito yung error niya no, sa B for instrument setup 1, which is unknown. So, with that, this one is L over 2. And this one is L over 2. So, by similar triangles na lang tayo, class, no? Since parallel naman yung mga sides and then same yung angle. So, yung triangle sa left, ito, equal sa triangle sa right. So, similar triangles, ratio in proportion. So that, ayan, EA1 over L over 2 is equal sa EB1 over L over 2. So, cancel. So, first relationship, EA1 equals EB1. Okay? So, pwede na natin siya, class, tawagin as error na lang or error 1 since for instrument setup 1 siya. So, next, punta naman tayo sa next setup of instrument. So, wait lang, class. Copy ko lang. Okay, so, ayan, no. So, sabi, no, that yung point 2 is 25 meters from P and 230 meters from Q. So, parang ito yan class, no? So, mas malapit siya sa P. So, yung distance niya na to, papunta sa P, is ilan? 25. Okay? And then ito, papunta sa Q. So, that is 230 meters. Okay, so again, so analyze natin. So, ito yung correct line of sight sana. Okay, so extend ko lang to para may ma-read siya. So, let's say ganyan. And then, yan yung correct, no? Line of sight. But since from our previous assumption na inclined siya downward, so therefore, ang reading niya is ganito. So, ayan, ano? So, may na-read siya dito, saka dito. So, ilan yung reading niya sa, P? 1.855. So, ito is 1.855 and then 3.861. So, ito 3.861. So, yung corresponding error dito, class, okay, ito is error sa A for instrument setup 2, which is unknown. So, pangalanan ko tong 2. Okay, and then, dito, yung error is ito. So, error sa B for instrument setup 2, which is also unknown. Okay, so by similar triangles ulit, no? So, ito yung triangle na isa. And then, yung considering yung malaking triangle. Okay? So, sulat ko na lang dito yung class so that height ng maliit na triangle is EA2. So, yung base neto is what? Di ba 25 yan, class? So, over 25 meters equals yung malaking triangle, ito. So, that is EB2 over yung length niya is itong 230 naman. So, 230. So, therefore, meron na tayong relationship ng dalawang error. So, we can say that error 8 sub 2 is 25 over 230 of EB sub 2. So, ayan class na, dumadami na yung unknowns natin. So, ang tinatanong na una is yung true difference in elevation. So, same technique na ginawa natin sa previous problem. So, ang gawin natin, analyze muna natin to sa taas. So, project yung P and then project yung Q. So, ito yung difference in elevation na H. So, ang gagawin natin, no, yung horizontal line from the instrument, project natin horizontally. And then, ito, horizontally rin. So, ayan. Tapos, extend ko lang to dito, class. So, kukunin ko lang yung total height na to, no, para maging equal sa total height sa right side. So, zoom in muna tayo dito, class. So, we say that from the reading, no, papunta dun sa base, ito is 0.65, no, 650. And then, etong dito, ito yung error, no, na ito, EA sub 1. Pero dahil sinabi natin dito na siya is ito na siya, no? E1 na lang. So, lagay ko na lang siya as E1. So, E1. So, therefore, yung total height is how much? So, that is E1 plus 0.65 and then plus H. So, yun na yung total height sa left side. So, how about dito sa right side, class? So, from the actual measurement, papuntang base, so sabi ito is 2.856. And then ito ay yung kino-consider as EB1, which is E1. So therefore, the total height is E1 and then plus 2.856. So with that, we can say that the height on the left side, E1 plus 0.65 and then plus H equals E1 plus 2.856. So, makikita nyo dito class, no, sa setup na ito, cancelable na yung E1. So, directly class, masasolve natin yung difference in elevation h. So, ilan yan class? Okay, so that is 2.206. And then meters. So, that is letter B. Okay, so, ay, minasolve na tayo class. So, next na tayo. Dito tayo sa setup number 2. Kasi, ano ba yung tinatanong? Correct reading at Q when the instrument is at point 2. So, kailangan talaga natin i-analyze to kasi ito yung point 2 class eh. Okay? So, para malaman natin yung correct reading, kailangan malaman natin tong error. Okay? So, ayan. Project natin to horizontally. Yung P. And then yung Q. So, ito yung height H, di ba? Difference in elevation. Pero nasolve na natin yan as 2.206. So, anong gagawin? So, from the instrument, project horizontally. Yung horizontal projection from the instrument. So, ito yun. So, let's say, ayan, okay na yan. Yan, and then ito, extend ko lang. Okay, ngayon, consider natin yung at P. Okay? So, itong height na ito. Gusto ko itong kunin, class. So, paano makukuha yung height na yan, class? So, di ba, itong sa baba, ito na nga yung class eh, yung 2.206. Then, zoom in natin further. So, mula dito sa reading, papunta dun sa base. So, ito yung 1.855. And then, yung natitira dito na height, ito yung error sa A sub 2. So, therefore, yung total height is what? 2.206 plus 1.855 and then plus error sa A sub 2. Okay? And then, dun tayo sa right side, sa Q. So, gusto natin makuha yung total height na to. Pero we know, from the actual reading, papuntang base, ito is 3.861. Ito is yung error sa B sub 2. So, therefore, total height is 3.861 then plus EB sub 2. So, finally, mabigyan natin ng relationship yan, class. So, that is 2.206 plus 1.855 and then plus EA2 equals 3.861 then plus EB sub 2. So, may dalawang unknowns dyan, class, no? Pero, di ba nakapag-generate tayo kanina ng relationship ng errors. So, pwede natin palitan itong EA. So, palitan natin ito using yung relationship niya kanina. So, magiging ano to, class? 2.206, 1.855, and then plus 25 over 230 of EB sub 2 equals 3.861, then plus EB sub 2. So, therefore, class, ayun na, malapit na tayo, class. Masolve na natin yung EB sub 2. So, ilan yan? Okay, so, ang sagot is, ayan, positive ulit yung lumabas, no? So, therefore, tama na naman yung assumed inclination natin. So, that is 0.2244. Okay, so meters. So, finally, class, ang tinatanong is yung ito, correct reading at Q. So, paano yung correct reading? So, di ba sa figure natin, class? Ito yung Q. So, ito yung correct reading niya, di ba? Correct reading. So, paano makuha yan, class? E di yung previous reading niya plus yung error. Tama ba? Or itong height na to. So, yung correct reading, susulat ko dito. Correct reading at Q is equal sa 3.861 plus error sa B sub 2. So, this one is equal sa 0.2244. So, ilan yan, class? Finally, may natapos na natin itong topic na to. So, that is 4.085. Then, meters. So, that is what letter? Tama ba tayo? Yun, correct, no? Letter D. Okay, so, ayun guys. So, hanggang dito na lang yung discussion natin regarding this one. So, hopefully, class, nagets nyo, no, yung topic na ito. So, ayan. So, proceed tayo sa next discussion after this one. So, thank you guys for watching. So, see you next time. God bless.